Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. In today's video, we're going to be discussing my top 10 favorite vanilla fragrances currently in my collection. Now, this started off as a top 25, then I dropped it down to a top 20, then 15, and I finally said, you know what, I'm just gonna do my top 10. I'm not gonna do the cliche ones like Hypnotic Poison that everyone puts on their list, because for me, if it weren't for the almond note, I wouldn't even be able to tolerate Hypnotic Poison. So I wanna focus on those fragrances that I absolutely love because of the vanilla note. That's what this video is about. So let's jump right in. In the number 10 spot, we're going to visit the House of Mansara. We're going to be talking about Velvet Vanilla. So this fragrance is so beautiful. The reason it's in the number 10 spot is because vanilla is not the single star of this fragrance. Would this fragrance be the same without the vanilla? Absolutely not, which is why I think vanilla is in the title and not tuberose. But the bubblegummy tuberose in this is definitely the star of this fragrance. I cannot deny that. However, this wouldn't work if it weren't for the heavy dose of that beautiful vanilla that just makes it so smooth and so sweet. So again, that is Velvet Vanilla by the House of Mansara. In the number 9 spot, we have a celebrity fragrance from Madonna. This is called Truth or Dare Naked. This is a beautiful, slightly medicinal, woody fragrance with a beautiful honeysuckle note. It comes across a little spicy to me. It is probably the first or one of the first complex vanillas I ever smelled, where it just wasn't this dainty single note vibe. This was giving me a lot. And I think the fact that it has agar wood and cedar and sandalwood just inside of such a beautiful fragrance. There's cacao in here, I think peach as well, but I'm talking about the vanilla. The vanilla makes this work just phenomenally. And without the vanilla, this wouldn't be the same either. It would be much darker and less feminine, in my opinion. So again, that is Madonna, Truth or Dare Naked, in the number 9 spot. In the number 8 spot, we have my first real spicy vanilla fragrance. Whereas Truth or Dare by Madonna can sometimes pull that way to me, this actually has spices in it. This is from the House of Mugler. This is Alien Essence Absolu, and it is a stunner. On again, off again, love-hate relationship with this for me because of the jasmine. So the jasmine can sometimes speak up too loudly and smells too much like the original Alien, which I never ever want to wear. So it is the vanilla that saved this for me. The incense and the myrrh as well. It's just one beautiful, beautiful fragrance. But again, without the vanilla, this doesn't rock the same. It doesn't, it's not smooth. It doesn't blend the same without the vanilla pod in here. So again, that's Alien Essence Absolu from the House of Mugler. In the number 7 spot, we're going to jump over to the House of Guerlain and to the inspiration house called Layered, formerly Be Layered. And we're going to talk about a very beautiful, slightly floral, slightly spicy, medicinal vanilla fragrance. If you do not like the note of benzoin, this is not a safe blind buy for you. And these perfumes have been revamped with the packaging and bumped up like an extra $100. So make sure it's worth it. Make sure you like it. So this is from the House of Guerlain, and this is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I always got to remember where the name is on it. Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I also have a dupe of it from the House of Layered, and this is called Sweet Spirit. Very thick, very heavy, intense, deep vanilla fragrances, but the projection and the longevity could be so much better on Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I will actually say that Sweet Spirit speaks louder. It projects more and lasts longer on my skin than Spiritueuse Double Vanille. So I would absolutely recommend that you pick up the dupe over the original if you're not just a collector or you just have $360 to, you know, shell out for a fragrance that doesn't project very well. This is solely a date night fragrance in my opinion. I just think I would go through it way too fast if I were trying to wear it to work to keep up with the smell of it. Quickly turns into a skin scent for me. Again, this one performs much, much better. Beautiful fragrance, and it's dialed back on the benzoin. but I like a medicinal vanilla. I really, really do. And this is so refined. It's so smooth. It's like butter. And when I say that, I don't mean real butter, because y'all know I hate butter. I just mean like, it's butter, baby. That's just what we say when something is super, super smooth. In the number 6 spots, we have the House of Yves Saint Laurent, or YSL. And this is called Manifesto. This is the eau de parfum. This was my first green vanilla fragrance. I didn't know what to do with it at first. I also had the Eclat version as well. I sold that one because I didn't need them both. But man, you want to talk about beautiful floral notes. There's jasmine in here, and many other florals as well. But there's a little bit of citrus to it too. But there's these green notes that just get together with the woodiness and the vanilla. This is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled with a vanilla note that are complex and deep and really take you on a ride. It gives you an experience. This is not just a pretty bottle, a pretty colored liquid. This is a beautiful fragrance that, for me, throughout the day, I experience something different every time I'm smelling it. And you can play around with it during the seasons as well. And it just never smells the same to me. Do you know how hard that is to find in a fragrance? So I really enjoyed Manifesto. This is my second bottle in my lifetime of Manifesto. I did finish a bottle before. Haven't really gotten into this one. Started off with a decant and just fell in love. So if you're looking for a unique fragrance, especially if you're just starting out in your collection, because a lot of us know about Manifesto and some other green vanilla fragrances now, but if you don't want to break the bank and you want to start off figuring out if a green vanilla is for you, I would say this is a really good one. Good one. It's very versatile too. You can wear it to work or it can be date night. It's good for both. So yeah, YSL hit it out of the park with this one. In the number 5 spot, we have the most beautiful green vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. And because it is super duper expensive, and again, it's from the House of Guerlain, just like Spiritueuse Double Vanille, that $360 price tag is just doing too much for me. So I don't own the original, but I do own 2 different inspirations or dupes for it. I still have a sample left of the original, and of course, in the number 5 spot, I am talking about none other than Angelique Noir from the Private Arts and Materials collection of the House of Guerlain. So for me, I have Red Carpet Affair from Julianna's Perfumes, and I have Dark Angelica from the House of Dua. Both of these are exquisite. In the number 4 spot, we have another vanilla fragrance that has that beautiful jasmine note in it. This one here is so gorgeous. The brown sugar note in here, the tonka bean in here. This is Kayali's Vanilla 28. The only complaint I have about this is that it does not project as loud as I want it to or as long as I want it to. The longevity and projection could use some work. I would love an intense version of this, but you can't deny that this is absolutely a beautiful vanilla fragrance. If you want to talk about vanilla being the single sole solitary star of a fragrance, this one might be, this is the number 4 spot, and this one might be the number 1 when it comes to the most vanilla that you experience in a fragrance without something else coming in and still in the spotlight. This is amazing. And again, if you don't mind topping up every 4 hours, you can't go wrong with this one. Price point's a little high for the lack of longevity and projection for my liking. However, it's worth it. I can't deny. If you're a vanilla lover, you have to have this one in your collection, in my opinion. If you've been watching me for quite some time, then you've heard me mention that as a woman, I reserve the right to change my mind. I made a statement about the Kayali vanilla fragrance, and I started to stop myself, and then I said it anyway. Okay, it is one of the best vanilla focused fragrances on this list, but these next 2 kill the game like they do. I was at him smelling them again. I'm like, man, this one is citruses, fruits, and vanilla. The vanilla extract in this is not, it doesn't smell like if you take vanilla extract straight from the bottle. You know what I'm saying? This is phenomenal. From the House of Dua, we have Dolce Vita. Honey. It has like citruses, and it's something called like a fruit melange or something like that, or melange. Whatever it is absolutely fantastic. This fragrance is everything to me. It's everything to me. There's only one other Dua fragrance that is a better vanilla. It's number 2 on the list, but the experience of this is just 3 notes. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of like ambrosia. It reminds me of a big old huge bowl of ambrosia that I could just swim in and just eat at my leisure. Like, I love this. It reminds me of like whipped cream and maybe marshmallows and just the best fruits that you love in this beautiful concoction, however you make ambrosia. I think that's what that's called. I think that's what that's called. This is amazing. This is amazing. Dolce Vita from the House of Dua. If you love vanilla fragrances, you should try this one. In the number 2 spot, again with the House of Dua, we have Vanilla Lemon Gelato. Guys, this is just perfection in a bottle. I am so in love with the sugared vanilla quality of this. There's bergamot in it, there's lemon, there's vanilla. And this is like creamy, almost like there's ice cream on here with lemon in it. I get that vibe. I understand why they made that the picture on here. This is not this zesty, sour tart lemon. This is like a lemon that's been sugared, maybe, soaked in sugar, and it just gives you the vibrancy of the lemon, because lemons are vibrant, they're energetic, but it takes the sourness out and gives you sweetness. Oh, it's so good. And actually, depending on the day, I could make this my number 1. However, not today. Not today. In the number 1 spot, I'm sure everyone in Terra Squad already knows, but for any new people we have here, this is Viniglia by Mazzolari. This is beautiful. This is orchid, this is vanilla, and it's caramel. Sweetest perfume in my collection. It's absolutely stunning. I love, 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 love Viniglia. I talk about her all the time, so you guys are already aware. Hefty price tag of $210 on Lucky Scents. Worth it to me, but that's just my opinion. Viniglia by Mazzolari. If you have not already, please do click the like button on this video, guys. Also, join the Terra Squad. Click that subscribe button and then go ahead and select that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. We got to talk in the comments. I need to know, what is your favorite vanilla? And if you can't choose one, give me your top 2 or your top 3. In the comments, let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. What am I missing? And I take this very seriously, because when it came to my pear video, you guys gave me some suggestions, and that is how I came to fall in love with and get to know Pear Inc. Until then.